be doing.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. We are trying to find a determinant, and I just mentioned, right, ask the question, as you are writing down the following example. Why do some of you like math?
I love math.
Okay. Like puzzles, and you like puzzles. What else?
Because you get an answer.
You get an answer, and you know that's true, and you know that's right, and you can move on with your life, right? What else?
It's really formulaic.
It's fun.
Why is formulaic fun for some of you?
Because you don't have to think about it.
There's a way of solving that will work for lots of problems. Does that make sense? But what if like the problems kind of change? What do you mean? What if the problems kind of change?
What do you mean?
Okay, so there's like a formula, there's a process. I teach you in class, you go home, and it's a little bit different.
Count chat.
Okay, maybe Cal Chat.
That's cheating.
Later. That is not cheating if it's a system. Oops, I just like.
But maybe you guys don't even realize little changes can occur and not throw you off. Can't like a 3 in class be a 7 in homework and it's not a big deal?
Yeah.
Can't an x squared turn into a 7x, or what am I trying to say? Into a x minus 5 squared? You guys will be okay?
Sure.
Couldn't an ln of x turn into an ln of 5x minus 1 all over 3 and you guys still be okay? Why?
Because it's a set. Because there's still like the process still applies. Like you don't have to alter the process holistically.
Yeah. Yeah, the foundation of, or the fundamentals of the process still apply, and you've had how many years of math training so that you know what to deal or what to do if there's like a +1 or a times 7 or a divided by 5. Now, some of you, the whole divided by fraction thing, we're still working on trying to get you there. But for the most part, there's this like fundamental, foundational, basic truths about math that you can apply in whatever you're doing so that if it changes a little bit, you aren't totally thrown off. Is that true in like every single subject, every single field, every single situation of life?
No.
Aren't some areas like one little detail gets switched and all of a sudden you're like, oh, no. Give me an example, another class, something where like you expected one thing, something else happened, and you're like, oh. On a quiz, on a test. AP Chem? Okay, what changes in Chem that throws you all the way off?
Like a wrong decimal.
Or a significant variable.
Exactly what I meant.
Atmosphere.
Okay, well, you didn't say it.
What?
See, no one is talking.
When you grab an atmosphere, but then it wants torus, and you don't read the problem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not reading right. We do that in math too, technically. Or we get little mistakes in math too. I mean, that happens. What else? Kathy, you just thought of something. I saw a light bulb. They didn't hear you.
We already addressed that.
Atmospheres.
You fool.
Alex.
How about, has there been any tests this year in a non-math class, aka not mine, where you went into it studying and expecting one thing, getting something else, and it threw you off? Alex.
Like in WAP, when like you study super hard and like you're like, oh my, there's 10 others. And then Mr. Announcements like it's the chapter's like World War II is like, bro, how was Vietnam? And we're like,
She knows that.
Yeah, that never happened. Hypothetically.
like something to that effect.
But he's trying to say that history is so
There's so
broad.
much in one chapter, you
Yeah.
can't remember all of it,
Right.
and so you think you remember the important ones, but then you go to the test.
And there's
he
something
gives
tested.
you- He gives you something specific that you forgot about.
I was like, that's the only word I know.
Okay.
Bro, I love that.
So,
Yeah, she.
all that to say, ready? All that to say, what we're going to be doing today, and it actually comes back to the statement I said at the beginning of class that most of you didn't even hear. Emily, after that.
Oh.
I said, what we had works great for 2 by 2s. But, oh, I don't remember how I said it. Math or some procedures are only as good as they are able to be generalized. Now, I said, okay, maybe not everything. But I said that's pretty much true in math. What was I trying to say? Methods are only as good as they are able to be generalized.
It's not, I think it's better, it's more universal, so you can edit in the more.
Exactly. Is it a good system if it only works for one type of problem and you're faced with another one and you're like, well, there goes that. Like, that would ruin all the things that you liked about math. Maybe not the puzzles. I mean, you have to go research and find a new puzzle. But still, like, if all the rules change, you're like, well, that's no fun. It's like a brand new game, and I have to figure out that one. It's way more fun if you learn the rules and you're able to play with the rules and able to try to, you know, accomplish other tasks. So, do we have a way of doing 2x2s with main minus opposite?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally works. But can we stop there?
No.
No. Now, hold on. Did we see yesterday, technically, you could do main minus opposite.
I don't like that. It's very confusing.
That you could do it.
Yes.
Yes, but it only worked for the system is only as good as it's able to be generalized. Okay, so that doesn't work, right? So instead, why are we working on this whole system with cofactors and minors and all this? Well, to you, craziness. Because once again, system in math is only as good as it's able to be generalized. This one can be generalized. This one can work for any size matrix, so we need to learn this one above all the rest. Even though for 2x2s, I really hope you just do main minus opposite. It's so much easier. But we need to see today how this applies to every size matrix and how you could do it, should do it, would do it. And then we get to move on to section 8.5. Oops. Well, determinants is due tomorrow, but we cannot spend all of today on it. We need to get to 8.5, which is the fun one because it's code breaking. Okay. So, question. If I was to use row 2, those of you guys that started homework, sometimes they tell you what you have to use. They take away your freedom of choice, but they're just making you practice and realize why you might choose something other than row 1. Okay, if you chose row 2, question. What would be the first term that you would multiply by the first cofactor?
-3.
Nope.
It would be, wait.
6.
What would be the first term that you would multiply by the first cofactor? If you guys need to, you look back at the system from yesterday. There's a formula to get the determinant of any matrix. You take a term from a row times its cofactor plus the next term from that row or column and its cofactor plus you keep going until you finish your row.
-3 times 3, 1,
Nope.
-7.
Not -3.
4, 6.
Nope. Why 6? You guys are starting to read them all off.
Row 2.
Why 6? Because it's row 2. What's the beginning of row 2?
Oh, row 2, column 2.
Oh, got it. What is 6 going to be multiplied by? What is 6's cofactor? Hold on. Cofactors have a sign. Is it positive or negative? Same or opposite? Why is it negative? Right? Doesn't it go positive, negative, positive? And what's this one in? The negative spot. Okay, cool. But what's 6's minor? Do we have the vocab? Cofactor says give me a plus or give me a minus. And the minor says eliminate the row column, right? What's left?
Oh, that's right.
Now, why am I going to do plus and then also a positive? Yeah. I'm always going to do a plus just because that's the formula, but then I have to think, okay, is it plus a negative of or is it plus a positive of? Question, what's my next term that I would be using?
Row 2, column 3, so.
No, we're just doing row 2. You have to use one row or one column. We're solving it 2 different ways. So just row 2. Who's his minor?
Wrong.
What's going to be the sign this time for the cofactor?
Negative.
So it was negative, positive, negative, based on where I started, which was positive, negative. Negative, positive. What's the term now?
Good job, Chief.
What's my minor?
Wrong.
Okay, now listen.
Yeah.
In math, isn't it also sometimes nice that you don't have to necessarily show everything that goes into solving? Right? Like essays, don't you need all the annoying words and punctuations and like
You could.
articles and prepositions? Maybe not in your guys' communication via text message, but let's be honest, how effective is that communication? But coming back.
WYD.
But for essays, we need to include all the annoying stuff and then the works cited bibliography at the end. How it goes. Annotation, that's the in-between process. But coming back.
After I open up.
Is that crap?
Probably.
Benji.
Ideally, could you maybe get to the point where you don't need to show any of that work?
Yeah.
I hope so. And we're going to try to not show any work for column 3, meaning not have to write it out 3 different times and show where everything comes from. That would be ideal, right? Doesn't that get tedious, all that stuff?
You guess.
Okay. Not what we're talking about. So, coming back. Whoops, that was a little too extreme. I apologize. Let's go here. Nope, that's a little too much. How about there? How did I finish? This is supposed to be a single number. You put DET to your
The main opposite thingy.
Main opposite. So, I have negative 6 times. The main is going to be negative 32, and then I have minus a negative, which is plus 14. Why am I writing it out? Because, let's be honest, my mental math, it's okay, but it's not this good. I'm going to write it out. No big deal. I have plus 3 times. Can you guys finish your main opposites? I'm going to come behind and see if you're right.
4 minus.
How can you double check if I'm right? Well, if you're right, check if I'm agreeing with you, and then how can we check if we're both right? Remember, half the assess you get to use your
Calculator.
How do you find the determinant on your calculator?
The button.
Matrix. Which one do you use, Sophia? 108 plus 48 minus 5. Mm-hmm. Nicely done, guys. Do you guys agree?
Yeah.
If you do, I want you to try to solve by column 3 by not thinking or visualizing this at all. Just using the original matrix. Can you guys go straight to plugging into the formula?
Can you do the absolute value?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's dangerous to go here. I would still write out this, but hopefully not needing to see all of that.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Can you set up using the formula, column 3, because that's ideally what's going on in homework. Going straight to this step, not having to do the little like crossing out and circling and trying to think. Can you try to visualize solving by column 3 without actually circling, crossing out, because that could get kind of tedious. You could like cross, I mean you could do that. You need to visualize it, you just put your fingers up, but I'm gonna give you a minute to get ahead and see if you can visualize it and if you can plug into the formula properly using column 3 this time.
When you're across the road, you go like what those?
Over and down.
What do you mean? Like oh, like this?
You're ignoring that guy's row and his column.
Okay.
You're asking yourself what's with him.
Okay. Why did you stop making it?
What?
Why did you like stop the movie?
Oh, he was traveling there for a bit. He was going on a few different fishing trips.
Oh,
He was like,
oh, you know that one. Okay. But that's not it. I'm kind of
Any 3x3 or any matrix always starts positive and then starts alternating. So positive becomes negative, becomes positive, becomes negative, however long you can go. Negative, positive, however far. And then just keep going, alternate. Alternate. See it?
So if it's not like that, then that's what it's going.
So we're in the third. So we're going to choose. How I think of it is I just kind of count to get there. Positive, negative, positive, and then I know, okay, sweet, positive, negative, positive. I can just keep
Do you have to do that to the ones in the side?
No, it can be like whether you're adding or subtracting the constant times.
So it's just the one on the outside.
Because once you multiply here, it'll distribute them. Maybe.
No. I'm still reading something here.
The multiplication is positive, but remember, main minus. Just because the supporting emissions made you yours.
What?
Get out of here.
Why is 12 positive? Shouldn't it be negative 42 minus 12?
Ooh, nice. So I got that one right, and I got that one wrong. That's 54. 54 times 2 is.
But why is it negative?
Because a negative, well, this one starts out positive, positive, negative, positive. And 2 times negative 42 minus 12. Negative 42 plus a negative 12 is negative 54. And 2 times negative 54 is negative 108.
Okay. I subtracted.
So negative times negative is a positive, that's a negative, that's a negative. 8 and 33 ends up being 4 and 2, 264. Take away 5, take away 108. Which is the same thing as take away 113. Taking away 113 is 150. Hey, whoa! What's supposed to happen every single time? Any row, any column you choose.
You get the same.
The exact same determinant. Quick. Jaden.
Sorry. So what do you do to like multiply the negative?
Main. Negative 42. Minus. Opposite.
Okay, so what is it? Other than the 2 just stays on the outside. Okay.
Jeez.
Now, question. Which one was easier? Row 2 or column 3?
I think row 2 is a little bit easier because it was less negative.
I think it's the equally the same.
Equally the same.
What do you think would have been the hardest one to choose out of the entire matrix?
I don't know.
I don't think it'd be hard.
I feel like the one in the middle is kind of hard to think about.
4, 3, negative 7. Yeah, I kind of don't like 4, negative 7, negative 8, just because there are a lot of big numbers, like 7 and 8, they're both negative, and you have to think about the bottom. But for some of you, you're like, nah, that's not a big deal. What would be fun to have in there to maybe shortcut some of the process?
Zero.
But did this have any?
No.
Well,
Sad times.
what about this guy?
Zeros.
Yay. Oh.
Why do I just have 2 drawn? If you need to go through any row or any column all the way across. Why do I just have 2 drawn when I think I should have had 4?
Because you have the zeros.
If I get to choose, I'm choosing column 3. If I get to choose, maybe you would choose something else.
Column 3 or even, column 3 or even.
Maybe you would choose something else. Yeah, I think row three would probably be pretty nice. To be honest, even though I'm going to choose column 3, it might have been easier depending to choose something like column 4. And you might be like, what? Why would you choose column 4? That's ridiculous, because you're not going to have any zeros there. Yeah, but if I don't have zeros here, I am going to have zeros in here. Huh. I wonder what's easiest. But for right now, okay. You guys have been practicing. We have a 6 and, ooh, Sophia's already figured it out. And a 3. Okay. I'm going to use 6, I'm going to use 3. Why am I putting a positive in front, and why am I putting a negative in front? Why positive, why negative? Okay. Because if I was to, right? Count them, positive, negative, positive. Ooh, he's a positive, yeah? So I can start with a positive, I can go a negative. I could keep going, but the other two would have both been 0, right? So the next one 0, 0 times anything goes away, and then the next one 0, 0 times anything goes away. Sweet. But when I go to figure out what's left, why is Sophia kind of gasping back there?
Because they're gonna be long boys.
Don't I have a 2, 7, 6, and a 1, 5, 1, and a 3, 7, 7? Oh, it's a 3 by 3.
Oh my.
Wait a minute, a system is only as good as it can be generalized. And that's an awkward wording, but you guys get the idea. How do you keep going? I'm going to go ahead and copy down this guy real
Another
fast.
layer.
Another layer?
Yeah, it's just another layer.
Do you guys see how me choosing the column with the zeros helped me out here, but the zeros aren't going to help me out at all in there? I wonder if that's good or bad.
Thank you, Stan.
So, how are we going to do this?
We could do the
We could do main minus opposite,
Oh yeah.
but that would only work if we have a 4 by 4 that breaks down to 3 by 3 minors. Would that work if I have a 5 by 5 that breaks down into a 4 by 4 minors? So just because I want to show you the way that could always work, Izzy, you're right. You could do main minus opposite. Let me show you what I did. That could always work. You could take this 3 by 3 and say, well, you can be broken down. What can you be broken down into? I don't know about you guys, but I like this little 1 guy, so I'm going to do 1. Wait, positive, negative, positive. So that means this guy is a negative. So negative 1. Positive, negative. Times 7, 6, 7, 7. Plus 5 times 2, 6, 3, 7. Minus 1 times 2, 7, 3, 7. And that was all to go or be multiplied by 6. Then I have
Why is that
minus
even
3
there?
times, because do I need 1, 2, 3 for this guy? Just like you did 1, 2, 3 for the 3 by 3 on the page before.
Oh.
And now
Oh,
I need
yeah,
3
yeah.
for this guy. So I still have my positive, negative. So I have negative 1 times, but who's my minor now? 6, 7, 7. Plus 5 times 2, 3, 7. Minus 1 times 2, 6, 3, 7. Now, if this was a 5 by 5 that broke down into 4 by 4 minors, those 4 by 4 minors, those determinants could be broken down into 3 by 3s, and those 3 by 3s could be broken down into 2 by 2s. It can be a nasty process, but my
May I
question
have your
is,
attention, please? We are currently conducting a lockdown drill. This is only a drill. Teachers, please lock the door. Turn off the lights, close blinds, silence all cell phones.
I don't know, I'm just kidding.
Stay away from the windows, scattered throughout the room, and behind a desk or hidden.
why would you scatter throughout the room and not stay in one spot?
No talking at this time.
Why would you scatter throughout the room and not stay in one spot?
Again, this is only a drill. All radios should be switched to channel 3 at this time.
Why would you maybe not stay in any vicinity of that window and maybe not be close to those windows? Think about it.
I'm not dead. You're still standing. I'm gonna kick you.
Maybe I should pause the recording though. Right in time, sadly not starting in section 8.5. That's a bummer.
Still there.
All you gotta do is multiply them out, main minus an opposite. Although Izzy was so worried that she wouldn't know how to do a 6 by 6, so remember, anytime you find a determinant of a matrix, you have to choose one whole row or one whole column. Ouch. That's not funny. You go term by term. Turn by term through a row, turn by term through a column, and you choose the term and you take its minor, the determinant thereof. The next term, choose its minor, but remember, they're technically cofactors, so we have to also assign the proper sign. And if it's a 2 by 2, awesome, we can go ahead and do main minus an opposite. But if it's a 3 by 3, well, we're going to have to break that down with its own row or column. If it's a 4 by 4, we have to break that down with a row column. If it's a 5 by 5, the same thing. So then, if we were to go ahead and just multiply this guy through, we would have 6 times main minus an opposite, negative 49 minus 42. And then we would have plus 5 times 14 minus 18. And then we have minus 1 times 14 minus 21. And we have to simplify all of that. But we still have that 3 that's out there chilling with all of his little baby guys, which is going to be a negative 1 times 49. Nope, 42 minus 14. And this would have been a little more exciting if we had just kept going to see if we had gotten it right. 14 minus 18. Well, if we got it right. If we got it wrong, it'd be a little bit sad, huh?
I don't like this because if you mess up like the little thing.
So we have negative 7, and we have, that's a negative 4 plus 5 would be negative 20, and then we have negative 7 and negative 1, that'd be plus 7. Ooh, that's nice. And all of that is times 6, and then we have minus 3 times 42 minus 14, that's 42 minus 2 7s, which would be, 28. So negative 28 plus 5 times 8, which would be 40. And then minus, which is a negative, so plus 4. And then we would have negative 120, and we would have 44 minus 28 would be 16. Minus 48, so I believe it'd be negative 168. How could you double check and make sure you're right? Choose another row or column, or just throw it in your calculator with a DET. Now what's the one other, oh my goodness, hey, you're ready for homework. The one other thing you might see, how would you solve this guy? He's a little easy 2 by 2. Main minus opposite. Main minus opposite. You'll get a polynomial, but no big deal. You guys can solve. Bye guys, see you later. Well, at least we finished 8, 4. Minus a negative 14 equals 0. Alright. Well, I just saved you later. Okay. I'm trying to get it. Chapter 5, I'll probably do half credit. For the 22nd test, just stop it. Okay. Well, there was nothing red which threw it off, and then it was the pulled pork, like it's kind of lingering in memory.
Oh, Lord.
For my small
Kevin, I will give you the worst Yelp review you've ever seen. Are you in Yelp reviews in general? Yelp reviews are the lifeline of small businesses. Hey, what is a November joke? Weird. Patricia November joke. Patricia made a joke like that.
Is that yours? No, Joe wrote it.
Harry, 中午帮你拿吗？我忘了。